goddamn rain hasn't stopped pouring since I arrived. I'm really gonna love it here.
The zone is sectioned off, sir. Please step back.
Agent Norman Jaden, FBI?
You got a badge or something, Mr. Jaden?
Yeah. Yeah, of course.
Check. You can pass.
I'm looking for Lieutenant Blake. Is he around?
I saw him arrive earlier. He's here somewhere.
Thanks. God, my hands are trembling. I gotta keep my act together. At least for now. Video memo recording, Agent 47023, Norman Jaden, Tuesday, October 4th, 2011. Time is 8:14 a.m. I'm looking for Lieutenant Carter Blake. Thanks. The crime scene is compromised by all these people. I doubt there'll be many clues left, if there were any to start with. Airy comment, sample of no interest. Comes from one of the policemen present on the wasteland. I'm looking for Lieutenant Carter Blake. Thanks. Lieutenant Blake? I'm Agent Norman Jaden from the FBI. I went by your office this morning. They told me you'd be here.
Now, if you're looking for rain, dead bodies, and highways, you come to the right place. Mike, will you tell that asshole with the bulldozer to stop for 5 minutes? I can't hear myself think here.
Right away, Lieutenant.
Well, are you coming, Jaden?
So, what happened?
Some guy taking his dog for a piss found a body about 6 o'clock this morning. We don't know much more right now. Based on what we've seen, looks like the work of the origami killer.
Has the body been identified?
No, not yet. We should know more later today.
Any witnesses?
None yet. Given the neighborhood, I'd be surprised if anybody saw anything. Any news on the coroner?
He's on his way, Lieutenant.
We've been waiting for an hour, for fuck's sake.
Has the time of death been established?
Based on the rigor mortis, must be less than 6 hours ago. We should know more once the coroner has had a look.
Do we know the cause of death?
There are no marks on the body. Chances are he was drowned, like the others. Tony, I don't want to see a single shit-stirring journalist within a mile of here. You got it?
Yes, Lieutenant.
Do you have any leads?
My men are going over the scene with a fine-tooth comb. If the killer left anything behind, we'll find it.
There are a lot of people on the crime scene. Aren't you afraid your men might destroy some clues?
You don't find proof sitting behind a desk. We're not in the habit of trampling things into the ground, even if we're not in the FBI.
No, of course not. That's not what I meant.
Listen, I'm a little busy here. Why don't we discuss all this a little later, back at the office?
Oh, no problem. I understand. Do you mind if I have a look around?
Be my guest. Hey, Jaden, you come and see me if you find anything, okay? We're on the same team now.
Harry Cameron, sample of no interest. Comes from one of the policemen present on the wasteland. Very common. Traces of footprints leading toward the body. They don't look like those of the police. No correlation with the body for the moment. Very common. Traces of blood detected on the fence behind the railroad line. The blood report indicates an advanced and long-lasting state of exhaustion. There's a good chance that they're the killers. Harry, comment. Tire tracks on the side of the road behind the railroad line. It may be the killer's car. There's a good chance that they're the killers. Some orchid pollen. The concentration of pollen in the air is quickly decreasing because of the rain, but it gets higher in the direction of the body. Very common. Pollen particles disappear in the tall grass. It's probably the end of the trail. Harry commented, the victim is lying on his back. No visible signs of violence. An orchid was placed on the victim's chest. A small origami figure in the right hand. Fingers were probably closed after the time of death. The victim is Jeremy Bowles, declared missing 5 days ago. See reference file. Superficial wound on the right thigh. The blood is identical to that on the fence. His face is covered with mud, like the other victims. I think I've seen all there is to see. There's a railroad track near where the body was left.
I'm heading back to the office. You staying?
No, I've seen enough. I'm leaving too.
Way too many people here. They're trampling all over the crime scene. Impressive. Seems the only traces the killer left are those he intended to leave. He knew exactly what he was doing, right down to the tiniest detail. I think I've seen enough. Better get back to the station before I catch pneumonia.
Don't think, Ethan. Give me the first idea that pops into your head.
A bat. A wolf's head. A crab. A shadow. A threatening shadow.
I have the results of your MRI scans. Everything seems to be normal. There is no physical damage from the accident. However, I am worried about your psychological condition. I know it's not easy, but you've got to start over, Ethan. You're not responsible for what happened.
It's my fault Jason is dead. He'd still be alive if I'd been looking out for him.
It was an accident. Accidents happen every day. You can't blame yourself forever for your son's death. How is Sean?
I know he's disappointed in me. I'm not the father I used to be. He's a great kid, you know. He deserves better.
And what about you, Ethan? What do you feel?
I stopped living at the same time Jason did. When that car ran into us.
Is there something else you wanted to tell me, Ethan?
I sometimes have these blackouts. Times when I don't know what I'm doing. I recover consciousness sometime later, but I'm someplace else. And I have no idea how I got there. Do you think this could be related to the accident?
You suffered a massive concussion and were in a coma for 6 months. We really don't know what effect a shock like that can have on the brain. That's the end of this session. We'll continue this conversation next week. You were lucky, Ethan. It's very rare to survive such a traumatic accident.
I don't exactly feel lucky, Doctor. Aren't you gonna go play with the other kids?
I don't feel like it.
How did things go at school today?
The teacher yelled at me for being late again. She's gonna send me home the next time it happens.
I'm sorry about that, Sean. Next time, we'll really pull it together, okay? Is something the matter, Sean?
No, I'm all right.
Do you want to eat something? Sean looks so miserable. I wish I could help him. Just not sure I can right now. I haven't been on a seesaw in a long time. What do you think?
Yeah! Come on, Dad, make me fly! No, Dad, you're not doing it right. You gotta push off at the right time.
He seems to be having fun. It's been a long time since I've seen that smile. What about that merry-go-round? I bet I can push you so fast you won't be able to stay on it.
Great! Go on, Dad, as fast as you can. Faster! Whoa! I think my head is spinning.
Good training for astronauts, though. He seems to be having fun. It's been a long time since I've seen that smile. You want to go play on the swing? I'll push you.
Okay. Come on, Dad! Higher! You're not pushing, Dad. Why'd you stop? Come on, Dad! Higher! I don't want to play that game anymore.
He didn't think much of the swings, so now what? It's getting dark. It might start to rain soon. Looks like rain's coming. I think we better go.
Okay. You know, sometimes I remember before. I mean, when Jason was still here. Sometimes I wish everything could just be the way it was before.
Me too, Sean. Me too.
Come on, Dad, what are you doing?
I'm coming.
Hey, Dad, can I have a ride on the carousel? Can I?
Sure. Go pick a horse and get on. I'll get a ticket. One, please.
That's $1.
Sean, where are you? Sean! 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 Sean!
Do you think it's gonna take long?
No, he should be finished soon.
I'm off, Charlene. I'll look at the reports later. Oh, cancel all appointments for this afternoon.
Okay. Oh, Captain. Agent Norman Jaden from the FBI is here.
Jaden, of course. We've been expecting you. I'm in a bit of a hurry. Do you mind tagging along? We can talk as we walk.
Yeah, of course. I wanted to introduce myself before getting started, but perhaps there's a better time.
No, it's fine. I just have to get to the press conference. We have them every day now. Believe me, it's not always easy finding something to tell them. Fortunately, today we have some news. Have you met Lieutenant Blake yet?
Yeah, we met this morning.
He has his own methods, but he's a good cop. I'm sure you'll get on well together. Do you know how to tie a knot in a necktie?
I guess.
To be frank with you, I could have done without the FBI on this one, but the press are all over us. This origami killer case crept up on us, and it's fast becoming a national concern. There are hundreds of killers in this country, but what do you know? This guy is exotic. He leaves flowers and origami figures. Work that one out. Then the press get onto it, and we suddenly become the center of the universe.
I'm here to arrest a serial killer. With all due respect, sir, the rest of it, it's none of my business.
No, of course not. All I'm asking is that you make progress, and fast. The press want a perpetrator, and we're gonna have to serve him up on a silver platter. Not bad. Oh, go see Charlene. She'll show you to your office. Yeah, check in on the press conference if you're interested. It'll give you an idea of the political climate around here.
Thank you, sir.
Welcome to the club, Jaden.
I saw Blake when I arrived. Maybe I should go talk to him. I'll have a look around the station. Stretch my legs for a bit. Captain Perry is doing his press conference now. Might be interesting to have a look. I should get Perry's assistant to show me my office. I can't wait to get to work. Strange character, Captain Perry. Seems to be more interested in meeting the press than investigating the crime. I'm dying of thirst. Where's the water cooler when you need one?
At about 6:30 a.m., 5 days after he was reported missing. An autopsy will be conducted tomorrow to determine the exact cause of death, but going from first indications, it would seem that he drowned. The state in which the body was found suggests the methodology of the origami killer. The investigation should confirm this in the coming days. Police are continuing to work around the clock to find the murderer as quickly as possible. I'll field some questions. Yes.
You said the methodology indicated another victim for the origami killer. Can you be more specific?
An origami figure was found in the victim's hand, and an orchid was placed on his chest. His face was covered with mud, but there were no visible traces of blood.
Nice watch.
Oh, it's the present we offer to our new lieutenants. We've bought the same model each year for the past 20 years for each promotion. It optimizes everybody's time, and it's the kind of thing that always goes down well. You can contribute to our fund if you like. We're still a few dollars short.
Sorry, I don't have any change.
No problem. Maybe next time round.
Captain Perry said you could show me to my office?
Yes, of course. Follow me.
This is my office?
That's where I was told to take you. If you need anything, you know where to find me.
Okay, time to work. No time to lose. Gotta get down to work. First, analyze the case files. Step 1. Change the office. The killer's car is probably a Chevrolet Malibu 83. No prints or specific clues. Nothing much to go on. Just one origami store in town. A common species. That doesn't help much. The orchid is a common species. It can be found at any flower shop. Eight victims in the last 3 years. All boys, aged between 9 and 13. No signs of violence. The victims disappear from public places in broad daylight. No one notices anything. Bodies are found 3 to 5 days later, drowned in rainwater. Always the same ritual. An origami in the hand, an orchid on the chest. The victims have always been dead for less than 6 hours when they were found, which means they remained alive for several days before being drowned. Over 3,500 people questioned. Over 100 suspects interrogated. Not a single lead to go on. Here we go again. I better go wash my face. I need to take some. I'm gonna faint if I resist. It's alright. I know I can make it. I know I can make it.
Is everything all right, sir?
No one will see.
This is Lieutenant Blake, Mr. Mars. Could you please tell him what happened?
It was this afternoon. I went to the park with my son, Sean. We played together for a while, and then he wanted to go on the carousel, so I put him on one of the wooden horses, and when I turned back, Sean had disappeared.
Exactly what time did you arrive at the park? Try to remember exactly, Mr. Mars. Every detail can be important.
It must have been about 5:30, I think. I'm not really sure.
What was your son wearing when he disappeared?
He was wearing a coat. A green coat. And a pair of pants. Black pants.
How could Sean have disappeared without you even noticing? Weren't you right by the carousel?
I went for a short walk around the park, just for a few minutes. When I got back, the carousel had stopped, and Sean wasn't there.
You say you took your son to the park after school, but you didn't report him missing until 8:15. Why did it take you so long to contact the police?
I searched the whole neighborhood for him. I thought he couldn't have gone far.
Did Sean have any particular difficulties, Mr. Mars? Anything that might have caused him to run away?
Sean is a sensitive child. Our relationship has been a little difficult recently.
Everything okay at school? Any particular problems between you and your wife?
My wife and I have been separated for the last 6 months. But Sean would not have gone off without telling his mother and me.
All right. That's all the questions I have for now. You're free to go, Mr. Mars. We'll continue to look for Sean overnight. We'll contact you if we have any more questions.
Do you think the origami killer...
Listen, your son's probably just run off and he'll turn up in a couple of hours.
But what if it is the origami killer?
Well, then we have about 4 days to find him alive.
Did they find something?
No, nothing yet, but they're gonna keep looking through the night.
Do they think it's the origami killer?
It's still too early to say. But it is a possibility.
What happened to Ethan? How could you lose Sean like that? You should never have taken your eyes off him. I mean, for God's sake, how hard is it to keep your eye on a child in the park? Why did you leave him, Ethan? Why? Wasn't it enough losing Jason? I'm sorry. It's not what I meant to say.